Las Vegas, the awesome city. It's no secret that I have fallen in love with this vibrant city that never sleeps. My heart belongs to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, one of the world's best destinations with mega concerts and conventions all nestled in the best resorts in the globe. Las Vegas is the global brand, yet not too many people really know how wonderful this city is and its people are. And this is what my show is here for. Welcome to Vegas Vibes, giving you a peek at what's grooving and brewing in the music, pageantry, and live production scenes in and around the Vegas Valley. And I'm your host, Esmeralda Padilla-Gould. Some exciting news when we come back, so stay with me.
Jinglelicious.
Jingles are the way of life to sell everything from clothes, products, and houses. Jinglelicious has been there for many corporate companies to bring them the customers they need to thrive big all year round. Jinglelicious can create unique sound designs, jingles, and custom songs. Mention this video commercial and get any of our services for only $500 each, a savings of thousands of dollars. We want to invite new clients to Jinglelicious to make their dreams or business succeed with Jinglelicious. Call us now at 702-302-9212. That's 702-302-9212. Or visit our website at www.jinglelicious.com. Jinglelicious. Our jingles are ready when you are.
Jinglelicious.
Thanks for staying with me. Most of you know that for more than 6 weeks now, and with the help of Vegas.com, I've been sharing at least 4 of the hundreds upon hundreds of local shows on or off the strip for the benefit of visitors and residents alike. And I've been getting positive reviews only because the only ones who really get mainstream coverage are the mega shows. Well, I'm glad that CNN Travel has recently released its own version, although on print only, of the most spectacular shows of Las Vegas. CNN Travel said, and I quote, "You don't need to be a gambler to enjoy Las Vegas, since it's also known as the entertainment capital of the world. It's where award-winning musicians, rock and roll hall of famers, and the best of the best play night after night, week after week, sometimes month after month. But there's more to Vegas nightlife and entertainment than music. Magicians, comedians, and, oh, Magic Mike are all there too. Here's a look at what's hot now when you travel to Las Vegas. First up is Barry Manilow at the iconic Westgate Theater with his renewed energy. Next is Aerosmith at Park MGM. Aerosmith is the #1 selling rock band in the US. Never before seen behind-the-scenes visuals of Aerosmith recording sessions will play throughout the concert, giving fans a unique insight into the classic rock band. Then there's Boyz II Men at Terry Fator Theater of Mirage. With no opening act, the show's focus will be on the close-knit energy between the performers and their audience members, with personal stories and all their biggest hits included in the repertoire. Next up is Gwen Stefani at the Zappos Theater of Planet Hollywood. Stefani's accolades include 3 Grammys, 4 MTV Video Music Awards, and 2 Billboard Awards. Then there's Cher at the MGM Resort. The Goddess of Pop is an Emmy, Grammy, and Academy Award winner, as well as the recipient of hundreds of other awards spanning her decades-long career as one of the top-selling performers of all time. Next is Diana Ross at the Encore Theater. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988, Ross is winner of the 2012 Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. She's back in Las Vegas as part of her 75th birthday celebration. Then there's Absinthe at Caesars Palace Rowan Plaza, the Blue Man Group at the Luxor Hotel, Oh by Cirque du Soleil at the Bellagio, Aces of Comedy at the Mirage, and Magic Mike live at the Hard Rock Hotel. I've pretty much covered these shows in many other Vegas Vibes episodes. Well, these are just some of the hundreds upon hundreds of live shows in Vegas and are some of the reasons why over 3.5 million visitors come to Las Vegas each month. I'd like to thank CNN Travel for their very informative piece which will give both Las Vegas residents and visitors an idea of how to enjoy Las Vegas. Indeed, you don't have to be a gambler to enjoy Las Vegas. And yes, visitors also come to watch the mega concerts, but both residents and visitors check out the local scene as well. When we come back, I'll be interviewing someone special. I'll be right back before you know it, so stay there.
We use headphones as a part of our everyday lives. Whether we're at work, getting exercise, meditating, in transit, studying, practicing, or relaxing.
Hi, I'm Ryan Sway, the founder of Aircom. I would like to introduce the world's first wireless airflow audio earbuds. As a festival and a concert junkie, I really enjoy the live experience of being there and feeling the music. When we started developing Airflow, our goal was to reproduce that live experience using earbuds.
The problem with traditional headphones is that the speakers are located inside of the earpiece, literally giving you centimeters before the audio hits your eardrum.
What Aircom is doing, they're the first company to actually address the fact that there needs to be a space involved associated with having the sound waves expand fully.
The difference between traditional headphones and Aircom audio is that the air tube gives you 8 times more space, allowing the sound waves to fully develop before they actually hit your eardrums. And this gives it a much more live, natural sound, just like in a recording studio.
It's real nice that someone actually addressed the physics associated with how sound comes out.
The challenge we had was to create an earbud with enough airspace for the sound to fully develop and breathe. Unfortunately, traditional earbuds are about the size of a jelly bean, and there's just not enough airspace. However, that changed when we developed Airflow Audio. Airflow uses an air tube to deliver 6 to 8 times more airspace than traditional earbuds. The end result is a true live listening experience, just like you're at a festival or a concert. We also added magnets to the back of the earpieces so you can wear it around your neck when you're not using them.
Being that the drivers are 8 inches from the earpiece, the magnets do not affect the integrity of the sound at all.
The orange line represents the frequency transmitting through the wire to the speaker, which then converts to the blue sound wave that develops more as it travels up the air tube, producing a balanced, full body and live listening experience.
Another really cool feature is that these earbuds are sweat-proof and water-resistant because they're coated with a super hydrophobic nanotechnology. So now you can be on a skateboard or riding a motorcycle and listen to music as if you were watching a live show or actually in a recording studio.
We're coming to you for help in bringing these unparalleled earbuds to market.
You know, we've had some wonderful adventures at the Las Vegas Natural History Museum.
Yeah, we've discovered dinosaurs.
And saw strange creatures from deep oceans.
We've explored the safari in Africa. What do you think we'll discover next?
Welcome.
What do you see? What do you see?
Things. Wonderful things.
You too can discover wonderful things at the Las Vegas Natural History Museum. Explore treasures of Egypt, a trip to King Tut's tomb, and recreations of some of Egypt's best-known artifacts.
Welcome back to VegasVibes. Here with us today is the legendary Vegas entertainer who never aged. He's a blast from the past in the era of the Rat Pack, yet he's alive, kicking and performing like a teenager. I'm very pleased to introduce on VegasVibes Mr. Mayo Jr.
Hi, thank you. Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. It's so wonderful to see you.
Well, I know that it's very important for someone to say Junior.
Yes.
And they're introducing you because your father was an entertainer himself.
Absolutely. And like other juniors, like Sammy Davis Jr., his father was a performer also. And my father was with the Mayo brothers, and they danced with D. Martin and Jerry Lewis for about 7 years. They did every major television show you could think of, like Milton Berle and all the shows at the time, you know, Abbott and Costello, stuff like that.
Did you start from your father and then you now, or you come from a family of entertainers?
Yes, my stepmother was Mickey Marlowe. She had a lot of hits on Capitol Records and ABC Paramount. She was a Broadway star. She starred on Ziegfeld Follies in 1957. And she had a lot of great experiences from Philadelphia, South Philadelphia.
Well, I'm sure your father has a strong influence on what you're doing right now.
Absolutely.
Is there a very specific accomplishment that he has done that has shaped you or guided you to what you become today?
Well, it's funny because I was a child actor, as you know, and the audience will get to know, but you don't think about that stuff so much when you're a kid, and I've been working since I was 5 years old. But actually, yes, my stepmother, because she had the hit records, we'd always pay her records, and she was a big star. I always thought of her that way and looked up to her, you know, Broadway and all of that, and he was always on television. So, and Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis and Frank Sinatra were very important to our family. They were friends to them, and even though they worked for them, but they were personal friends also.
Did you go to school for it, or it just came out naturally because your father was also an entertainer?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, I did not go to school for it. It was natural, like they say. It was, you know, inherited, or it's just in me, as they say. But even famous director Stanley Kramer, I was in his motion picture, The Ship of Fools, and I danced the flamenco with Jose Greco in that movie. It was Vivian Lee's last movie. Jose Ferrer, Lee Marvin, many famous stars. Anyway, my dad asked him, should he put me in acting school? And he said, absolutely not. He says, you'll ruin him. He said, do not do that, because he's a natural, and that's the way it stays, I guess. That's the way it is. So I know I didn't go. And regular school, I wasn't in a lot because I was working all the time. I was always in the set. I was always, working, filming television shows and movies. And then I also, different than other kid actors, I performed. You know, I had a live act. I did the impressions since I was literally 2 years old, but professionally since I was 5.
Oh, wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
That was very young.
Yeah, sure is.
Right. So, did that affect your teenage life growing up? Because did it deprive you from doing what an ordinary kid would normally do?
Yeah, somewhat. And then in another way, it protected me from other bad things that the kids were doing. You know, so it had good and bad points. I mean, but I learned a lot. And because I was raised around some of the greatest people in show business, some of the people that started the motion picture business, and some of the great writers and directors and actors and actresses, you know, stuff, and musicians also. I grew up, guys like Michael McDonald used to come over our house when I was, talk about a teenager, I was about 14. I used to play drums with him. And when I called him recently, Mike, you know, he's going to be here pretty soon, Michael McDonald. And when I called him the last time, he says, you're the drummer, right? You remember me as a drummer. You didn't remember me as an actor or anything like that, because he was right before his career kind of got launched at that time.
So you've done movies, and you sing, you're an entertainer.
Yes.
Was there a specific life-changing experience that happened that pretty much you'll say, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of that I have done this?
Well, a lot of it, when you look back at it, you know, there's a lot of great things that happen, but it's like any other job, and a lot of other entertainers like myself, maybe Mickey Rooney or Judy Garland, people like that were child performers and actors, and you just kind of do it as a job. It was like if my father was a farmer, and I would wake up to feed the pigs or something. You wake up with that mentality, oh, I got to go to work, this is what we do. So when I would rehearse, it wasn't anything special to me. I mean, everybody else it seemed to be, and I guess it still is, but it, you know, it just came naturally, and we spent a lot of time in rehearsal and like that. When I first started, I couldn't read. I was 5 years old, and I really, you know, it wasn't like today, what the kids have today. So my dad used to record it on a little tape recorder. When I go to sleep, I did it, you know, I memorize it. When I wake up, we play it again. So I memorize my lines like that, like I did the impressions as well.
Can you mention those movies that you have done?
Absolutely. Well, the first one, because Vincent Minnelli saw me on the Steve Allen Show, he put me right in the movie he was making. It was just on Turner Classic Movies last week for Father's Day, The Courtship of Eddie's Father. And they gave me a speaking part right away about Ron Howard, you know, Ronnie Howard, the famous director and from Mayberry, you know. He was a star, so his agent didn't want me to do the impressions, so they just gave me lines. So that one, Ship of Fools, I danced the flamenco with Jose Greco, I think I mentioned that. Funny Girl with Barbra Streisand, another big one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Barbra Streisand, I still wouldn't be in the movie. It was because of her that you still see me and hear me. But also in Cold Blood with Robert Blake. And A few others, but those are a lot of television, like Bonanza, Flying On, Family Affair, Hondo, Laredo, all the way back to Dr. Kildare, and then the live performances were on like the Vic Damone Show, or Art Linkletter was a big one. He always had the kids. I don't know, it's way before your time, but it was early television. I come from live television, you know, and so, you know, but I was a kid. But you learn a lot. Like they say, the kids learn a lot between 1 and 5, so they seem to take it in. They thought I was a midget, though, you know. They didn't, you know, I was doing people that had been gone for quite a number of years, like Al Jolson, you know. So they would say, how did this little kid know Al Jolson? He's not old enough to know Al Jolson, you know. But so anyway, that was, but the family was part of the inspiration, and everybody wanted to be in show business, you know, so I grew up in it.
That's very impressive, and at a very young age you have found your real true passion. Is that your true passion?
Well, yeah, I consider myself an artist. I made a list one time of what I do, you know, I'm a writer, I'm a director, I play instruments, piano, bass, drums, like that, but acting and all that, but so I rounded it out to being an artist, so there's good and bad things, but yeah, that's been the thing. I always wanted to, you know, be able to, I love making people happy. I love when people laugh and like that. And I guess from early on, you kind of get, it's contagious. You like that part of life. And if we can make them forget their troubles for 1 hour in the show, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's more important.
Rewarding part of it.
Yes, that is the most reward. Really, it is. The people. Always. Yeah, and just giving them a little bit to relax with and enjoy the day without having to think. Everybody's got some issues going on, so, you know, it's a kind of a little escape, like the movies used to be. I came from the Hollywood time when it was a place to go to escape from reality to a certain degree.
So are you originally from Las Vegas?
No, the family was from Philadelphia, New York, and I was born in New Jersey. But we moved to California, into Hollywood, California, you know, around 61. In 1962, I started professionally. So I was raised in Los Angeles, California, and then Burbank later on. But I moved to Vegas early on. I've been here since about 1978. And I worked here before that as a child, and I also worked here as a teenager in the 70s, you know, early 70s.
So what are your plans for the future? Is there anything else that you would like to accomplish, having said all these things that you have done already?
Sure, yeah, I'd like to have one good hit song. I'm a songwriter also. That would be a great thrill. I've had my music on the radio because I produced some commercials here locally and in some other states like California and Florida. But television and radio, but the thing is, so I've seen my work on television, my own stuff, you know, which is low budget compared to the big time Hollywood stuff, you know, but yeah, a hit song would be great. I'd love to have maybe one show, a couple shows a year like that, not too many, but you know, what I can do. I love being able to help people if we can do benefits and things like that, but really, I guess one of the accomplishments I'd love to be able to do, because I have friends like Michael McDonald's had a lot of hit songs. Yeah, I would like to have a hit song, and not so much me singing it, but you know, I was writing for other people also.
Is there anyone who you would like to collaborate with?
Oh, absolutely. You're kidding. There's many. Paul McCartney comes to mind right away, but you know, he doesn't collaborate too much with too many people. But guys I grew up with are working with Paul McCartney or have done. So you know, it could happen. Guys like Lionel Richie and those kind of great songwriters. Boy, there's so many, but I'm more or less, you know, a lot of the music that I like, or it's more like the kind of stuff that's even the country music is more like classic country rather than the new kind of rock and roll country that it is. Even though I'm a rock and roll guy, I started playing piano like Jerry Lee Lewis and Fats Domino when I was about 14, and then that's when I started writing songs also.
Interesting. Wow. So what could you say was your biggest challenge in this entertainment industry?
Well, the way things are going with the internet and like things changing like the radio stations where you don't have DJs anymore, people that it's all programmed and like that. So you more or less have to, a person like myself has to produce myself, not unless somebody knows my talent and has a reason for me to do something or another, you know. But other than that, that's kind of the challenges now, is to produce something, whether it's a TV show or I have some movies in mind. I'm working on a book idea. Many people want me to write a book. Yes, of my life. I already wrote a treatment for my stepmother, Mickey Marlowe. So that's in the works for a movie and a documentary. But myself also, everybody keeps asking me about me. I didn't think it was time to do it yet, but I guess it is. And if anything, it would help me get some of the other things going as well.
So if someone would make a movie out of your life, what would be the soundtrack?
Well, I don't know about the soundtrack, but the thing is, you know, it would be the perspective of the child actor. So looking up at the adults, at the grown-ups, you know, everybody's making all the decisions, and you wonder what the kid is thinking, whether it's sports or other things that people put, you know, their children in, you know, whether it's Little League or soccer or something like that. But, you know, the thing is, a lot of times the parents have high expectations and like that, and the child's not really with it or don't really have it, or, you know. So it's kind of my movie or my book idea. I have two book ideas, but the one that would be like my story would be from the child's perspective of seeing the adults. Like, give you an example. Growing up, everybody looked up to an idol, whether it was John Wayne, Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe, whatever it was for women, you know, like that. But so, and they would walk around and talk like them. How you do? You know, be like John Wayne or Elvis or Frank Sinatra. Well, for me, I saw that as a kind of phony, and I couldn't be, even though I do impressions, and people sometimes think because I do all the different personalities that I'm, you know, what do they call that, split personality. But it's not. It's my acting. I learned how to, my brain, I think, doing it so young, was able to differentiate from reality and working. So when I'm working, I could be all the characters, but then when I'm me, I was pretty quiet and really not that, you know, it's just kind of like to myself.
So that, if people would watch your movie, what would they see from that child? What does that child really care about?
You know, hopefully it would be an inspiration. You know, I've always believed in the world being one, and that's what brought me to you guys too, because Kevin, and he talked about, you know, between China and everybody kind of like being one. So almost like the Beatles did with Hey Jude or something like those, all you need is love kind of a concept, where everybody's kind of on the same page and everybody's just kind of in harmony. So that's kind of been my dream, really, for that, as far as that goes. Whether that comes to pass, it's up in God's hand, you know, as far as that goes. But that's would be nice, you know, to have something that people would be as an inspiration, like a movie, some of the show business movies that I looked up to, like about child performers, Gypsy would be one. It was a great Broadway play, then it became a movie with Natalie Wood, and Rosalind Russell was the stars of that movie. But it was an inspiration to showbiz people that you can do it, and it's okay, and it's great to make everybody happy, and it doesn't have to be a fat-headed guy thinking he's better than everybody else and all that kind of business. It really, most of the bigger stars I've been around, they like the idea of everybody being together. You know, they get a bad rap sometimes because they have to be adamant about their work, because people sometimes don't take them serious when it is serious. And if they didn't do that, we wouldn't have the quality that we have in the Frank Sinatra movies or recordings or Fred Astaire and other ones, like even Michael Jackson. When he would perform, it had to be really good, you know, and an inspiration to people that they can do. They can be, I believe I can fly, like that song. You're a singer, so you know what I mean, like that kind of a thing.
That's how you would like to be remembered.
Yeah, somewhat. Hopefully I won't be remembered that too soon now. I'll be around a little bit longer to tell the story.
I wish you had more time, but if you would give a piece of advice, what would that be? What would you suggest to anyone to take to heart?
Well, the old adage, or the actual, you know, treat your neighbor as yourself, that kind of a thing. You know, you want people to be able to enjoy life. What can you say? I believe in you. I don't care if you're a plumber or what. Just because you're in show business doesn't make you better than somebody else. So whatever you do, you have to love what you're doing. And that's kind of, I think, a real secret. If somebody really has passion for it, they find ways to make it happen, and they make everybody else happy because they're content with themselves. That's my feeling, anyway.
Thank you so much. It's
Thank you.
a pleasure having you in VegasVibes. Please invite everyone. Where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook. I have Bobby Mayo Jr. Entertainer. That's there. And also, right now, we have a show, Bobby Mayo Jr.'s Home Movies, and that's at the Royal Resort. That's 99 Convention Center Drive here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And if you need information on that, either maybe they can contact you or contact me on Facebook on my entertainment page. That'd be great.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bobby.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Whee! Everybody falls in love somehow. Oh yeah, baby. Something in your kiss just hold me. Oh my sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may.
Catch me again next week as I feature another amazing personality here in VegasVibes. I would like to thank my word sponsor, Fontaine and Fontaine's Creative at Photo Shops in Caesar's Palace. A special thanks to Miss Anna Billings. Don't go away. VegasVibes will be right back.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 now.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode as much as I did sharing the vibes of Vegas. And time really flies when you're having a grand time. Promise to join me again next week on this same fabulous ACTV channel. And to all our global viewers out there, let me remind you that Las Vegas is not just about the world-renowned Strip or the famous Fremont Street experience in the vibrant downtown district. It has real people, a lot of them musicians, live entertainers, and those involved in the world of pageantry. And to the people here in the Valley who work hard each day to make Las Vegas a global brand, I would like to feature you and your cool story right here on VegasVibes, either on the ACTV studios or at your workplace. If you believe that's you, please email me now at esmeralda@actvlv.com. Once again, I'm your host, Esmeralda Padilla-Gould. Thanks for watching.
This has been a presentation of VATV.